Γεια σας, καλημέρα. Με λένε Στάλο. Today's lesson is intermediate to advanced level. We will go over the uses and the differences between adverbs and prepositions, and we will also look at a very common adverb that is also used as a preposition and a very common preposition that is also used as an adverb. Do you know which ones I'm talking about? You will find out in just a little bit. In the description below, there is a link to a PDF file which includes all the examples from today's lesson, as well as a table of the parts of speech and a table of the personal pronouns. Let's start with prepositions. Prepositions are an indeclinable part of speech. They cannot stand alone. The Greek word for preposition is η πρόθεση. Pro means before and θέση means position or place. Therefore, prepositions are little words that are placed before other words, mostly before nouns, but also before other parts of speech. In modern Greek, most prepositions take the accusative case. There is a link in the description below to a brief video on the grammatical cases. But there are also some prepositions, very few, that take the genitive case or even the dative case, even though the dative case does not exist in modern Greek. But these are mostly archaic prepositions or prepositions that are used in specific expressions that have survived in the modern Greek language. Together with the words before which they are placed, prepositions can indicate time, place, manner, etc. The prepositions in modern Greek are very few and they are grouped by the number of syllables. Group 1 includes με, σε, για, ως, προς. Group 2 includes από, μετά, παρά, κατά, χωρίς, δίχως, μέχρι, αντί. And group 3 includes ήσαμε. By far, the most common ones are με, σε, για, από. Let's look at some examples. Μένει με την αδελφή της. She lives with her sister. Δώσαμε βιβλία σε όλους. We gave books to all. Φεύγω για το σχολείο. I am leaving for school. Αυτό είναι το τρένο από την Αθήνα. This is a train from Athens. So here we have the prepositions με, σε, για, and από. Now let's talk a little bit about the preposition σε. It can mean to, at, in, on. For example, θα παίξω σε 10 λεπτά. I will play in 10 minutes. Θα παίξω σε 10 λεπτά. Πήγα σε γιατρό. I went to a doctor. Πήγα σε γιατρό. Now, what if I want to say, I went to the doctor, a specific doctor? How are you going to say that? Πήγα στον γιατρό. Πήγα στον γιατρό. Στον is a combination of the preposition σε and the definite article τον, the accusative case. So, if the preposition σε is followed by a definite article, it's always combined with the article. And we have σε τον, στον, σε την, στην, σε το, στο, σε τους, στους, σε τις or τες, στις or στες, σε τα, στα. All these words mean to, at, in, on, the. They all include the article the definite article. There is a special structure with genitive, stu, stis, ston, but we don't have to worry about that right now. Just remember that se is the only preposition that is combined and only with the definite article. We can never have se and the definite article separately. They are always combined. Stone, for example. Είμαι στον κήπο. I am in the garden. Πάμε στην αγορά. We are going to the market. Έπεσε στο πάτωμα. It fell on the floor. Before we move on to adverbs, if you like my videos, it will mean a lot to me if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So, moving on to adverbs. Just like prepositions, adverbs are an indeclinable part of speech. But unlike prepositions, they can stand alone. And this is the main difference between them. And also, unlike prepositions, there are tons of adverbs in the Greek language because you can form an adverb from practically any adjective as well as from other parts of speech. The Greek word for adverb is to epirrhema. Epi means on. Rhema means verb. So adverbs are words that are placed mostly with verbs, but they can also be placed with adjectives or other adverbs. Some adverbs need a preposition. And just like prepositions, adverbs can indicate time, place, manner, etc. Let's look at some examples. When we ask the question πού, where, the answer is a place. For example, εδώ, δεξιά. Δεξιά είναι η πλατεία. On the right is the square. If we ask the question πότε, when, the answer is time. For example, τώρα, σήμερα. Βρέχει σήμερα. It's raining today. If we ask the question πώς, how, the answer is manner. For example, μαζί, γρήγορα. Τα παιδιά έφαγαν γρήγορα. The kids ate quickly. And when we ask the question πόσο, how much, the answer is a quantity. For example, λίγο, πολύ. Η χελώνα πάει πολύ αργά. The turtle goes very slowly. Now here we have two adverbs, πολύ and αργά. The adverb αργά indicates manner. How does a turtle go? The turtle goes slowly. It shows the manner, the way the turtle goes. Now the adverb πολύ modifies the adverb αργά and it shows us the quantity, how slowly. So how slowly does the turtle go? Very slowly, πολύ αργά. Now let's look at the first example again. Δεξιά είναι η πλατεία. On the right is the square. Here we have a standalone adverb. Δεξιά can stand by itself, on the right. But what if we want to say, on the right of the yard is the square? Δεξιά από την αυλή είναι η πλατεία. So we have the noun την αυλή in the accusative case. In order to say on the right of the yard, we need the preposition από. So, δεξιά από την αυλή. On the right of the yard is the square. Now, we know that we can replace a noun with a pronoun. So, if we want to say on the right of it is the square, we are going to replace the noun αυλή with a pronoun. Δεξιά από αυτή είναι η πλατεία. On the right of it is the square. Αυτή is a personal pronoun that replaced the noun αυλή, την αυλή. So, and it replaced the yard. Αυτή is the strong form of a personal pronoun. There is one more way to say this. Δεξιά της είναι η πλατεία. On its right is the square. This is the weak form of the personal pronoun and it replaced αυτή. Now, notice here that we don't have the preposition από. So when we use the weak form of the personal pronoun, which is in the genitive case, we don't use the preposition από. So a lot of adverbs, when they are not standalone adverbs, use a preposition. And they use a preposition with a noun or a strong pronoun, as we've seen. But they never use a preposition with a weak pronoun. So the most common adverbs that can take a preposition are πίσω από, μπροστά από, δεξιά από, αριστερά από, πάνω από, μακριά από, απέναντι από, γύρω από, κοντά σε, μέσα σε, μαζί με. There is a special case of two adverbs that can take a preposition, έξω από and κάτω από, but these two adverbs take the preposition with a noun or a strong pronoun, just like the other ones, but they can never use the weak pronoun structure. Let's see an example. Η μπάλα είναι έξω. This is a standalone adverb, έξω. Η μπάλα είναι έξω από το σπίτι. Here we have a noun in the accusative case and έξω takes the preposition από. Έξω από, just like the other ones. Η μπάλα είναι έξω από αυτό. Here is the strong form of a pronoun. And again, just like the other adverbs, we have έξω with the preposition από. Now, here is the weak pronoun structure. Η μπάλα είναι έξω του. This is absolutely wrong. We cannot say that. So we can never use the weak pronoun structure with these two adverbs, έξω and κάτω. So when they are not standalone adverbs, always use the preposition από. And now, let's look at the mystery adverb and the mystery preposition. The mystery adverb is πριν. It means before or earlier. Πριν is an adverb, but sometimes it behaves like a preposition. Let's look at some examples. Θα πάω πριν. Here it's a standalone adverb. Θα πάω πριν. I will go earlier. Θα πάω πριν το μάθημα. I will go before the lesson. Here πριν behaves like a preposition because there is nothing between πριν and το μάθημα. There is no other preposition, so it behaves like a preposition. Θα πάω πριν από το μάθημα. Πριν από. Here we have a preposition, από, so πριν behaves like an adverb. Πριν από, just like the other adverbs we saw earlier. Θα πάω πριν από αυτό. Here we have the same structure as we had before. Πριν από with the strong form of a personal pronoun. But we cannot have the weak pronoun structure. Θα πάω πριν του. No, you cannot say that. And the mystery preposition is μετά. It means after, later. So μετά is a preposition, but sometimes it behaves like an adverb. Let's see an example. Θα πάω μετά. Here it behaves like a standalone adverb. I will go later. Θα πάω μετά το μάθημα. I will go after the lesson. Here it's a preposition and it behaves like a preposition. It doesn't need anything else between μετά and the noun, το μάθημα. Θα πάω μετά από το μάθημα. Here it's behaving like an adverb again. Μετά από. It takes a preposition just like all the other adverbs we saw earlier. So μετά από το μάθημα. Θα πάω μετά από αυτό. Αυτό is the strong form of the personal pronoun, and again, just like the other adverbs we saw earlier, μετά behaves like an adverb with the preposition από. And just like πριν, it cannot take the weak pronoun structure. Θα πάω μετά του doesn't exist. This is wrong. You cannot say that. Now, because πριν and μετά need the preposition από with pronouns, in order to be consistent with the other expressions of adverbs that take a preposition and that need the preposition with nouns too, just like here, από το μάθημα, it's usually recommended to use πριν and μετά with the preposition από, also with nouns. In other words, it's better to say θα πάω μετά από το μάθημα than θα πάω μετά το μάθημα. And with πριν, it's better to say θα πάω πριν από το μάθημα than θα πάω πριν το μάθημα. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Ευχαριστώ. Γεια σας.